In Between the Ropes,
PLE Pre-Show Live!
WrestleMania Night 1. Predictions. So we have heard, we have seen, it's what's been said.
I fell asleep during Hall of Fame, so I don't remember this. If you talk about what's happening last night.
That Gunther and Jey Uso
will start off.
WrestleMania Night 1. Jey has been struggling with his promos. He's been relying on his music. Last night at the WWE Hall of Fame show, they interviewed him. I don't know if he was nervous or if he had a couple libations. And a couple drinks. I don't know. But he didn't do too well last night in his interview. And his promo on Friday, was it Friday he did his promo?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Anyways, this match is this one's going to either be really, really bad or really, really good. And it better be really good. This is WrestleMania Night 1. Everyone's saying because Jay's wearing black and he's got a more serious demeanor that he is the other person siding with Cena and The Rock. He's in on it. Cena let him win to be part of the plan of whatever is going to happen. And that Jey Uso is the third person. I don't think Jey Uso is. I think there's another person. But we'll get to that when we get to that match later on. The first match of the night, we have Gunther versus Jey Uso.
Indeed. Oh, whoa.
Whoa. And what?
I said, and whoa.
And whoa.
Because.
So there's not really much that I think could happen here. I think this is going to be, there's going to be no interference. It's just they're going to try to have a really good match and get the crowd ready for the night. This is not the match I'm most excited for. Actually, other than the triple threat match, the other two matches I'm most excited for aren't even championship matches. There's no belts involved.
Guess.
It's the only two.
No, there's three.
I said other than the triple threat.
Oh, right. Reino Grande versus...
And Jade Naomi. Yep. So, this match, I hate to say it, but my prediction is, and you can put my initials by it, is I believe Gunther is going to be Jey Uso. Just put a G. Oh, actually, here, I'll do it. I like my little curse. Okay?
I'm on next.
You had light blue or dark blue?
Light blue.
Okay. I'm going to try to keep those ones straight. What do you want? Do you want Casey or Kay?
I'll take Casey.
All right. So who are you picking, little guy?
You put yourself on Gunther, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, is that your vote?
Yeah, Dad, I said that. If I had said Jay, I think Gunther's going to win. All right. Here's Mom's.
Mom, Gunther or Jay? She's K, right?
Yeah, just K for her. Going with what she wants.
I put you a little cursive K. I'll try my best to put a cursive.
All right, who do we want to talk about next? Let's go to the New Day versus War Raiders. The tag team division on Raw is in horrible condition. There's no story. I think the reason why there's no story is because the War Raiders have it. They're good in the ring. Other than that, I love watching the War Raiders wrestle.
Yeah, totally.
I love it.
Let me grab some.
But with that being said, where you going?
I'm going to go grab some. Keep talking.
I think they have to go. And my pick, who's going to win this, is the New Day. The New Day storyline as a heel is working. At least you're getting reaction from the New Day. They walk out, it's New Day sucks. New. The crowd's involved. The War Raiders come out, there's a little bit of clap, there's a little bit of cheer. They get cheers when they beat the heels, but that's to be expected. Come on, buddy, don't lean forward. Sit down. Come on. What'd you get?
Oh, I was putting something in the fridge.
Okay, put your legs down. So who do you think on this one, Caden?
Which one are we on? New Day and War Raiders?
Yep. Caden thinks the War Raiders.
Mom, War Raiders or New Day? New Day?
This next match, in my opinion, is going to be an exciting moment, but it's also going to be a letdown. Either way, this match goes. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu is one of those matches where either one could win, but whoever wins, they better do well with having the belt. What, Caden?
Keep talking.
I think Fatu wins.
Mom, Fatu or LA Knight? She said thank you. No, I said Fatu or LA Knight.
Oh, I thought you said I got you LA Knight.
There's a, I don't know where the rag is. Oh, here's Mom's. There you go.
Yeah, Fatu or LA Knight, Mom. LA Knight?
Yep.
Yeah!
The next match, it looked like it could have been good when Charlotte came back. She won the Royal Rumble. It was a good moment, and she has landed flat on her face. She has gone from, first of all, they messed up with Charlotte on her return by giving her a promo that she was returning.
Yeah.
There should have been no promo with Charlotte returning. She come back, and she got a good cheer, but I don't know, man. I think the reason why everyone has a bad taste in their mouth from this is because her promo was very, very overbearing. I don't know how to explain it. It's, very arrogant. And in return, it's just best if you just come back. But anyways, the Tiffy Charlotte feud was falling flat on its face. They got to the point where they had their side-by-side video interview, and Charlotte owned Tiffany. Tiffany didn't know what to say. Tiffany looked really bad. Tiffany did her homework, and when they had their face-to-face in the ring, Tiffany made it personal. And it really wasn't agreed. It really wasn't.
In script.
It was off script, or so they say it was. It's hard to tell. They've gotten very good at blurring the line between what's real reality and what's scripted and what's not scripted, I should say. But it gave this match some very good traction.
Yeah.
Then after Charlotte was supposedly last Friday was sit home. She stayed. She attacked Tiffany after Tiffany had a match, and this match has ground now. But with that being said, no one likes Charlotte right now.
Yeah.
There ain't nobody. Everyone enjoys doing the woo, but
Woo!
That's because everyone loves Ric Flair.
Yeah.
That's the person. Like Tiffany said, you can win everything you want. You can do all the things. but you'll always be second to your dad. And I hate to say it, but that's true. Charlotte has fallen off the wagon somewhere. She needs to go away for a while, reinvent herself, and then come back. But this match is going to be Charlotte's good in the ring, so this match should be good. So hopefully this match is kind of in the middle because everything tonight rests on Gunther and Jey Uso and how they start. So if you lose the crowd, this match can be something, hopefully that's in the middle, that gets everyone back. Maybe not the match before the triple threat, but maybe the match right before it. So this match could go either way, in my opinion, but I think at the end of the day, if you want to keep everyone intrigued, you need to go with Tiffy. Who you got?
I got Charlotte.
You got Charlotte winning?
Yep.
All right, Mom, who you got?
Tiffy time.
Tiffy time. Put the K by Tiffy for Mom. Yeah. All right, bros in the house. Top drawer on the left. We're going to go back and get bro in. Dry erase. Make sure it's dry erase. Yeah, yep. As long as it's a different color. All right, bro. You can put an E for bro. All right?
Okay.
Sit down
Gunther
so I
or
can
Jey,
see.
Bob?
Don't. For some reason, it wants to try to stay back. It's
Okay. Gunther or Jey, Bubba?
Jey.
Jey? Okay, so.
Bro Pixie. Or E Bro Pixie.
Bro picks Jey. Alright, Tiffy or Charlotte?
I don't think they'll let Charlotte lose.
So Charlotte.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I don't think Charlotte.
That's a good take.
So
He doesn't think they'll let Charlotte lose.
Charlotte?
Yeah, I think Charlotte wins.
More Raiders or New Day?
War Raiders. Unless they want to be controversial.
Right. I
Um,
think that's the only one.
Eliminator
Oh, yeah.
Jacob Fatu.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
That's a really tough one.
Yeah, I was saying like they can go either way, but whoever wins better do a
Everybody
good job.
loves LA Knight.
Everyone loves Fatu. They love the way Fatu wrestles. They love LA on the mic. Yeah.
Fatu.
Fatu?
Yeah, I think LA Knight's had it on enough.
I hope if LA loses though, they put them in the top, the main event category.
Right.
That's where we're at right now.
Okay.
Now here's the two matches I'm most excited for. Sit down so I can see, buddy. Well, which one do you want to do first, Caden? Of these bottom
I'm gonna
matches.
do Ray.
What's up, Compass? Thanks for the wave. Rey Mysterio, the Lucha of Luchas, and El Grande Americano, the Timu. The Timu. Bro says boo. The Timu of Luchadors. So, backstory, Chad Gable, months ago, having problem with Luchadors. Can't beat him. Can't do nothing to save his life to get a pin on Luchador. Goes on a sabbatical to find out where this person is that someone told him about where he can beat Luchas. Finds this person, opens a box, the box glows in his face, and it cuts away.
Cuts away, it's the mask.
It's like 2 weeks later we see El Grande Americano.
Actually, it's 1 week.
It's 1 week.
It's like a week or
Well, Chad Gable, he does, thank you. And then El Grande Americano goes, gracias.
so. Yes. So
But-
that's how you can kind of tell.
The week that he came back, they chased him down, and Chad Gable's talking to somebody, I think it was Jackie. And in the background, you see El Grande Americano being escorted out. Spoiler, what I think is going to happen. I think the body double was a decoy.
I think it was a decoy.
Yes.
I hope Ray takes off the mask.
Here's the issue, though. Remember, Ray was being tended to during the match last night. There's been no word. Okay, Ray or Americano? Ray and Jade and top. Put the E for CM Punk.
Love ya.
Deuces. It's. I think we're at a moment where it's sad that your best stories are the non-title matches. But LA Knight doesn't need a storyline. Tiffy and Charlotte need to get controversial, and Jay has fall flat on his face. But the Rey Americano will get to finally see what all Chad Gable learned. And I'm going to go with El Grande Americano. That's who I think is going to win. Bray's all about right now in his career pushing people over. That was close. That's why I said you got to step up and step over. So stay here now.
Okay, I am.
Okay. Who do you think is going to win, Caden? Or son? No government names on the airways. Ray. Mom, who do you think is going to win? Ray. Either I'm going to win big in points,
You're going to America.
or I'm going to lose. Are you KC? That's right, you're KC. We're putting KC for you. Now, I don't know, man. I think I'm going to say that I'm most excited for Jay Naomi. The reason why I say that,
Naomi.
you think Naomi's going to win. Okay, you're just jumping right in. Well, here, put. I'm not done talking. Jade is in my opinion, Jade should be in the men's division. Here's the thing, though. Mom's over there laughing. She don't look like a dude, okay? I'm not saying she looks like a dude.
Oh.
What I'm saying is she could probably, in real life, take out 3/4 of those men. This girl is... Her entrance, it says a storm is coming. And I'll tell you right now, a storm is coming. I hope she has improved enough that this match can be good, because Naomi can put on a show. Naomi does really good at that. She has done an incredible job of the heel turn. Very, very great job on Naomi's part. Taking nothing away from Naomi. But this storyline has to involve Bianca on night one somehow.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, they got Bianca's storyline stretched so thin. The face-to-face is in the women's division, Bianca, that the crowd is now booing Bianca because she is in this storyline and she's in her own storyline. Jade and Bianca were taking the women's tag team division by storm. No pun intended. Actually, pun is intended. Naomi got jealous. Naomi ended up throwing Jade. We didn't know who did it for like 6 months, right? Jade was through a windshield of a car in the parking lot and ended up being Naomi. Because Naomi was like, Bianca, you care more about Jade than me, and I've been here since the beginning. Jade's only been here a year. This match it's like the Gunther Jey Uso match. I think it's either going to be great or you're going to lose the crowd entirely. And it all pivots on Jade, because Jade has a knack for having very bad matches, but she also has a knack for having really, really good matches.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this match?
I think somehow Bianca's gonna get involved.
I think Bianca's going to get involved.
Distracting maybe Naomi or Jade.
Maybe she gets tired of fighting between them two. And comes out and tries to stop
I
them.
think she's gonna come out. Jade's gonna get distracted somehow, and then that leads to Naomi.
All right, who's all picked on that one? Just you?
And Bubba.
And Bubba. I have to go with Jade. Cal, who do you got? Jade. All right. This match, I really don't want to have to go back. What? You got to go back to before CM Punk left 10 years ago. You got to go back to, I think, 2017 when Seth betrayed Roman.
At the Shield.
Then you got to go to 2023 where
The whole bloodline
Bloodline thing from like 21 to 24. This match is one of those things where you can make a movie in a 3-part series, and it can have its own lore. Like, this could be its own separate, like, business. This can be WWE, lowercase a. This match is going to be slow. It's going to be old school. Seth is going to bring up the speed a little bit. Paul has left Roman and is now going to be with CM Punk's corner. Roman's not happy.
Leave?
We'll get to that. We'll get to our extra predictions at the end of this. I'm hoping they let this PLE go. I hate saying PLE. I'm old school. Pay-per-view. I don't see how Roman can lose this match. I don't see how Seth can lose this match. I also don't see how CM Punk can lose this match. CM Punk is finally a main eventer at WrestleMania. You're really going to go have him go 0-1.
I don't see how any of them can leave, except if it's for Paul Heyman somehow.
Here is the thing. I'm getting ahead of myself. Triple threat matches are a non-disqualification match.
Disqualification match.
Randy Orton
Randy Orton
technically doesn't have a match. Randy Orton is mad. You kill me. But he said on SmackDown last night that he was going to lace his boots up for Sunday night, and whoever wants to come wrestle him can come wrestle him. So we're probably having somebody debuting. We've had a lot of debuts lately, in my opinion. But, this is why I'm sitting where I'm sitting. Too many debuts. Here's what happens. Somehow, some way, an interference happens, and Seth wins. We put a G up there. That is, it looks like I can reach it, but I'm still like a foot away from it.
I'm going to put a normal G.
That's fine.
Seth?
Yep. I'll fix it later.
All right. Bubba's got CM Punk too, right?
CM Punk. Yep. Who do you pick, Caden?
Let me just remember that real quick.
The Roman Seth CM Punk match.
I'm going with my brother.
I picked Seth. I want Roman to win. Here's this. Roman Reigns. Roman. Them European crowds are good.
It would be cool if we could. I don't know if we get copyrighted for that, but it'd be cool if we could show them your
Ringtone?
ringtone. I
Yeah.
don't think we can because we might get copyrighted.
All right, we got our picks. We got our who we think. Well, some of us went with our who we want to win. Okay, I want Roman to win. I want Jay to win. I want Tiffy to win. I want the New Day to win. I want LA Knight to win. I want Ray to win, and I want Jade to win. Those are my wants. Did you pick who you think's going to win or who you want to win, Kaden?
I want to win.
And Mom did the same also, right? Okay. So, the reason why we do this is I can't remember who won the last PLE in points. You did? Mom did.
Tie. Because remember we got 5 titles last month.
Okay. But anyways, we have toy belts, and the person who wins is the family champion to the next
Or if
pay-per-view.
me and him get the same points. It's
Points.
the
We got
tie.
tag team belts that we share. Yes. But this is two nights. So when we get through with the night, we'll probably be live, hopefully, for WrestleMania. But if we do a recap, we'll have the points. And the points will carry over tomorrow night. And then we'll have a
bunch of
champion.
points back.
We should have 14 points, and then our predictions. Like, you can, at maximum, you can have 16 points. if you guess all the matches correctly and your predictions for both nights happen. So, now that we're towards the end of the show, what is your prediction to happen tonight, son?
You gotta let me think real quick.
Okay. I know what I think is going to happen.
All right, you go to that. So I want to see what you guys pick. Oh, we forgot to get Bubba's prediction.
What?
We forgot to get Bubba's.
We will. I think at the end of the day, I don't know, man. What do you?
I think at the end of the day, Paul Heyman walks away with Seth.
Okay. See, that's what I was going to pick, but that's why I want you to pick first, so you can get the good stuff. So, KC, Paul with Seth. I think Bianca causes Jay to lose.
So basically, my prediction. Like my prediction, I said.
Okay. What's your prediction on what's going to happen, Cal?
Or should we say Mom?
Mom. She is thinking. Randy Orton gets involved with the triple threat. Mom says Orton gets involved with the triple threat. We are finally here.
30 minutes in. Can we just go ahead and do
WrestleMania.
The
The Cena thing?
please.
Yeah, okay. So, John Cena. We've been talking about what we think is going to happen beyond WrestleMania. Okay? So, have you thought about it? Okay. So, here's what I think happens. I have two ways, and I got to pick one. I think tomorrow night, this is giving away my pick for tomorrow night, Cena wins the title. Okay? And Cena is happy for a little bit. We get to SummerSlam, and it's the way Cena is going to win. He's like he said last night, I don't need to wrestle to beat you. So we obviously know he's going to have people help him to win because he's in the twilight of his career. So we get to SummerSlam, he still has the title. And he has this epiphany realization he doesn't like the way it's gone down. He ends up turning on The Rock. The Rock has something happen, like a quick match, a match the next night on Raw or SmackDown that week, and it's just a gauntlet of there's no way Cena can win. Cena loses the title to somebody. Don't know who it's going to be. Whoever is a headliner, whoever is up there at Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns. It's not going to be Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns to take the title
not the Rock.
away for. No, I don't think. No, The Rock's got his fake People's Champ belt. Whatever. But no, hopefully not The Rock. I agree with you there. So Cena loses the title around SummerSlam. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like one of those things where people do not like the fact that Cena did what he did and don't care that he has been pushed to the wayside.
Right.
We get to a point where it's not sympathy people start having, but Cena starts winning the locker room back and the crowd back, okay?
Okay.
And whoever this champion is, I'm going to go with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, and now we're really getting ahead because I think Seth Rollins is the third person in all this. I think Stone Cold might get involved somehow. Either he's going to help Rhodes or he's going to help Cena. But I think, like, in the long run, because Stone Cold isn't going to be around, Seth is that third guy who's going to be, when Cena turns his back on The Rock, Seth is the next person that is going to be that guy.
Yeah.
We get to between, I think we're going to somewhere like towards Cena's hometown towards the end of the year, if I remember correctly. So this might blow my whole logic up. But we have like this fight to get Cena back to the top to win the title again, so there's not an asterisk by his most titles won. Like if he ends up beating Cody, no one's going to take that title win seriously because we know it's going to be an interference win. But we get to the point where, and this is how I would do it, okay? We get to the point where we're at Boston, around Cena's hometown, okay? And we don't even have a match. I wouldn't have a match. The opening scene would be whoever siding with Cena trying to get to the ring with whoever sided with The Rock, okay? And it's a mess. There's brawls everywhere. People are in the ring, and everyone is just trying to get back at The Rock and trying to get. I think we're going to have like a duality. I don't know if that's even something I could say. I don't know if I'm using the right word. But Cena is trying to get, at this point, Cody the title back. But everyone's trying to get Cena to have a title win without an asterisk. So in this match, this day, I should look at the date. I didn't, and I'm sorry. But it's just a brawl. It's like a comic book. Like Endgame, where it's just a fight. There's just brawls everywhere, and you know what's going on at this point. You know Cena and Rhodes are trying to get to that ring and get whoever has the title. And I think we get to a point where we know if Cena wins, he's retiring. You know, it's the end of the road. He said this is it for him. And I believe Cena. I believe Cena's got, if Cena says he's done, there's not going to be Cena walks away and comes back a couple months later. It's done. Cena might make appearances, but he's done in the ring. We get to a point in this brawl where Cody Rhodes is knocked down. And you feel that moment where they're both going to make it. And then something happens to Rhodes, and it leads to where Cena's able to get in the ring. And it's just people around the ring fighting. And at this point, Triple H has to come out and say, "Give me a referee."
Because we're doing a whole big match. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
And you're 2.5, 3 hours into it, if it's SmackDown or Raw, whichever one it is, when they're that far in the year. And in my opinion, I think it's going to be Seth and Cena. And somehow Cena wins this, and he gets the title back at the end of the year. So that way there's not an asterisk on his title win tomorrow night at WrestleMania. And that's how we got true heel Cena. We have a redemption arc, and then we got Cena retiring the way in my opinion, the way it should be. The next day he whenever, I know Boston's not the last stop. I think there's one more stop after that, from what I read, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty tired. I stayed up, watched Triple H's. My time, I watched Triple H talk till 4:30 in the morning, and then I was up almost when the sun came up, and then we got a whole night ahead of us. But anyway, Cena wins in Boston near his hometown, and then he gives up the title. Actually, matter of fact, I think he comes out, he drops a promo at the end of it, and it's just a scene where he's holding the Universal title. I don't know why we still don't call that WWE Championship, and he walks away with it. And that's how Cena leaves. And then we go to the first night without him, and we're introduced to a new title. And I believe it'll have, it's not going to be the spinner title, but it's going to be to that design somehow, some way as the new title. And Cena does get to take that title home, and he gets to do it in a right way. That's my prediction for what's going to happen with Cena
after WrestleMania. Now, if Cena loses WrestleMania, I'm gonna have to do this all over again because I have that route on how I would do that too. But anyways, was that too much for you?
Yeah. I don't know what to think now because you basically kind of just explained it all.
Yeah, I think, in paraphrasing, Cena wins title. Cena ends up turning on, realize what he's doing. You're erasing stuff.
Oh, Emma.
Yes, get your leg down, sit right. Cena, he doesn't lose the title; it's forced from him, from The Rock, after he realizes what he's doing he don't like, and then he has a redemption from SummerSlam to Boston. Somehow, it should be just a mess in Boston. He wins it there, and then the next night, or whenever the last night is of Cena, he walks away with it. And that's what I think should happen with Cena. I hope that's the way it happens. I really do. Anything else you want to add to tonight? Because I need something to drink. I got stuff to do. We got WrestleMania coming up in 5 hours. The pre-show starts in 2. Are we good?
The show's gonna go on for 3 hours.
Yeah, 4 o'clock, I think. Yes, I think there's stuff going on right now. Is NXT Stand Delivers going on right now? I do believe. But I'm watching Formula One qualifying. Anything you want to add?
Can't wait. It's gonna be a big weekend.
Let me ask you this question:
What?
Who do you think the third person is with Rock and Cena? Who's your pick? Because people have said Jay. People have said Seth. Some people say it's Randy. Some people say it's just Stone Cold showing up Sunday night, and that's it for the third person.
I think. You gotta let my brain get thinking real quick. I think it's gonna be The Rock.
I think it's gonna be The Rock. No, it's got the third person there's Rock and Cena already.
Oh, who's gonna be?
Who's the third person? Because 1, 2, 3. And we've come to realize that means people. Rock, Cena.
So who's coming out to help Cody?
Who's coming out to help Cena? Who's the third person aligned? There's a third person aligned with Rock and Cena.
Oh, Lord. Who's good friends with Cena? I can think of right now. To be honest, I think it's Seth.
Alrighty, end us.
Like, subscribe, notifications on. We'll see you next time. Yeet. And we had a good live stream. Bye.